Hello everybody, we're going to be talking about some kind of discouraging news here today, and that is regarding the Arizona Coyotes in the vote that happened last night. And yeah, we'll just talk about it. If you're new, subscribe. If not, no big deal. Basically last night, I think it's called Tempe. I pronounce it Tempe, I think the last time we did a video. Tempe, Arizona is obviously in the state of Arizona, and they went to a vote, and basically is a city. I don't exactly know how all the voting went down. Decided that they were not in favor of the $2.1 billion stadium that was supposed to be constructed for the Coyotes. And now Arizona's future looks really murky, because if it's not going to work in Tempe, where exactly is it going to work? They're playing in Mullet Arena right now, which is Arizona State's hockey facility. And while that is cool and the environment I've heard is fun, it only holds like 5,000 people when they adjust it for NHL games. And now you start to wonder a little bit. I read an article at lunch today. I watched The Hockey Guy, of course, great video there talking just kind of about some of the stuff going on in Arizona. And I think that I feel pretty darn worried about the future of the Coyotes in the state of Arizona. You look at the fact that the Tempe, big $2 billion construction idea was supposed to be this saving grace, was supposed to be this big thing where it was going to save the team, and not even save them, put them in a spot where they haven't been in a while, or possibly ever really, but just having this grand stadium that was going to be there and attract players, and to say we are stable, we have this state-of-the-art stadium, and it's great, and it's going to be something that's here for a long time. Now they don't have that, and they're still stuck in Mullet Arena while trying to figure out exactly what's going to go on. Do I think that we've seen the last Arizona Coyotes game? I don't know. I know that Winnipeg left Atlanta left in a big hurry way back in the day, like 2011, 2010, around there, as the Thrashers played their last game. Things went pretty quick, and then they ended up becoming the Jets, as Winnipeg got the Jets for the second time, and then that happened. I'd like to think that the league would at least be able to give this team a send-off, and to give the fans in Arizona that have had almost 30 years of hockey in the desert the opportunity to have a farewell. But at the same time too, I know that the Coyotes could be losing a lot of money in this 5,000 person stadium that they don't even own, and I'm sure also that the fact that they don't have a long-term plan is concerning. Could they go and play at the stadium where the Suns play? I don't know. I don't really know the details of that at the moment. That is something that they could throw out there. They could play at Mullet Arena. But if the league is not happy about the image that is being thrown out there of Mullet Arena for a semi-permanent basis, they could say no. Because if they had this Tempe plan go through and it was approved, they could say, well, you know what, while we don't like that, we do have this beautiful stadium that's being constructed, so we're okay with this being kind of the scenario right now, being in Mullet Arena. Not the case anymore, because the residents of Tempe ended up saying no, and now you could see that Houston market, that seems to be one. I also read Sacramento, Quebec City, Kansas City were also in the mix here for the Coyotes. Would they stay the Coyotes? Probably not. Maybe if they went to Houston, I think it could still stay as the Coyotes, but I really do think that right now we're in a very dangerous spot with the Coyotes, and if you're a fan of this team, you probably should be worried. I know a lot of people are trying to play the optimism card and saying, yeah, we've been in some tight spots before, but we've always pulled through as an organization and been able to stay here. I think I do agree that with what the league basically said in the coming weeks, that they're going to, kind of review things and see what the best plan is going forward for the team. That kind of opens the door to where you could see the team be moved. And I don't want to be that guy, because I never wanted to make a video kind of talking about, oh, this team has to leave and it's because of this, just poor ownership, lack of finding a stadium. And I feel like for the Coyotes, they haven't been great historically. They haven't had an owner that would just be able to get them in this great spot where they have the home for the future, and they never really feel like they had a home that was theirs that they could brag about just in general. So for Arizona fans, I don't want to sound too depressing, but we are in very dark times. And I would say try to go to any event that you could that is Arizona Coyotes related. If there is another season, try to go to as many games as possible, because I just don't see Mullet Arena being a semi-long-term plan for being able to be done. And if we don't get a plan here within the next few weeks, within the next month or two, I'd say it's probably time to just find another team or figure out what you're going to do, because I don't think that things are headed in the right direction, and this is bad. But anyway, what are your thoughts on this? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. I know this isn't an in-depth video or anything like that. I just wanted to give my quick thoughts about the situation as I see it, and then just hear what you guys have to say, especially if you're Arizona fans. I want to know what you guys have to say. Anyway, everybody, please make sure to like this video if you found it informational. Of course, it probably wasn't enjoyable unless you're a fan of a hockey team or you're looking to have a team in Houston. Anyway, everybody, also please make sure to subscribe if you're new. Stay safe. Have a great night, and you love hockey, all right. Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.